The JCPM Job Cost and Project Management System provides the tools necessary to track cost, enter projections, and create documents relevant to the job. Adding a job will send the information throughout both job cost and accounting, eliminating double entry. The job data includes the overall information for the job, including contract, budget, and fee information, including overhead percentages for change orders. Project manager and superintendent tags provide the ability to limit users to their own jobs. If estimating is in place, the job may be linked to the estimate to eliminate double entry of the overall job information. In addition, the budget may be imported directly from the estimate. If the budget detail is not linked to estimating, it can be entered in several ways. One way the budget may be added is through a template. The most common cost codes used on each job can be automatically added and edited once in the job. The second way is to duplicate from a similar job. The dollar amounts may also be brought in. The third way is to add manually from the list, then edit it as needed. Budget descriptions may be changed to suit the needs of the jobs. Additional codes may be added on the fly to specific job requirements. The same budget code may be used multiple times for different types of work, allowing consistency for each work classification, as long as the type, such as material or subcontract, is different, the code is unique. Checkboxes determine what codes will display for site entry, submittals, owner manuals, and buyout. Financial projection tile provides forecasting and project functions. Quick access to budget, change orders, and budget transfers make it easy to maintain the job in one place. Also included are several browsing options such as transactions, commitments, and invoices. Budget transfers provides a tool to adjust the budget without an increase or decrease to the overall budget dollars. This is useful to move contingency money or change from a subcontracted work to self-performed. The original budget is left intact. A separate entry will display for the transfer, adjusting the revised budget. Projections are automatic by default and will display the higher of all cost or the budget amount. Once the estimated total cost is entered, the automatic button will be removed and the auto projection will halt for that code. A projected gain and loss will then be shown. Several buttons are included to make browsing detail easy directly from this screen. Browse the cost detail for the budget selected or the complete job. View commitment detail along with change orders, invoices, and checks paid. Errors display any potential issues, such as negative outstanding commitments and/or budget projection discrepancies. Pay requests provide the ability to process pay applications with scheduled values and cover sheets. Time-saving features include the option to copy scheduled values from another similar pay app, generate from budgets, and add change orders as individual line items to the scheduled values. Create monthly values using an application dollar amount or a percent complete. Several print formats are available for both cover sheets and continuation sheets. Custom prints may be added to suit your client's needs. In addition, the pay request may be linked to accounting to generate an accounts receivable invoice, again eliminating the need for double entry. Tnm Billings create invoices for time and material jobs for a specific time period. Posting captures the data invoiced and will pick up any data entered for a prior period not yet captured. Payroll may be billed as a charge rate per labor class and includes both a base rate and an overtime rate. Add additional markups for labor, equipment, and subcharges. PDFs associated with invoices can be rolled up into a single PDF for the selected Tnm Billings. Reports produce summarized and detailed man-hour and cost reports. Job projection reports display not only the cost and the budget, but the estimated total cost with a gain or loss. Commitment and purchase reports display orders with real-time invoicing and check activity. Executive reports include contract status and cash position reports for all jobs. Site includes cost summary reports for codes specified in the budget. Request for change order tracks the request from a proposed status through approval. Once approved, the request will update the contract, pay application, and budget. Create sub-change orders directly from the RCO. Custom overhead fees may be added specifically to each job. Unit price RCOs provide quantity and unit price detail. The logs track the status of RCOs and will remind the user of outstanding and overdue requests. Owner change orders provide the option to approve multiple requests at once and will lock any RCOs associated with the owner change order. A summarized cover sheet can be printed for signature. Invoices to Approve eliminates the need for folders full of invoices passed around the office. Accounting enters the invoice with the image attached. Users with access to the job can view the invoice and maintain depending on the user's security access. They can approve as noted, reject or hold the invoice. Once the invoice is approved, the image can be viewed in any JCPM screen that accesses invoice information. In addition, a comment field provides communication between users and is part of the invoice itself, so cannot be lost in the shuffle or changed. Commitments and change orders also have an approval option, so purchase orders or subcontracts may be added by one user and approved by the project manager or accounting personnel before it's issued for invoicing. Track insurance expiration dates, including workers' comp, general liability, umbrella, auto, and additional insured. Warnings display for subs and vendors with upcoming expiration dates. The project management portion of JCPM provides document creation, tracking for RFIs, RFPs, submittals, and other action items. Create daily logs, meeting minutes, and drawing room logs. The RFIs provide a link to give the recipient the option to respond through the web. Web responses will display with the option to edit before uploading the response into the RFI. Create requests for pricing and log upcoming and past due requests. Submittal tracking can begin with the budget. Cost codes checked for submittal will automatically display when the submittal screen is opened. Additional submittals may be added, imported, or copied from a similar job. Track requests and return dates for original and revised submittals. attach submittal images, and create packages including attachments for owners, architects, and engineers. Logs are included to easily see all submittals or specific types of submittals, such as the latest revision, what's overdue at the sub or the architect. The hot list represents all past due items created in the JCPM system, including user-defined action items. The hot list can be set to display items coming due in a specific number of days. Therefore, you can take care of the option before it is overdue. The dashboard report prints all the documents created for the job, while the hot list will simply print the overdue items. Images associated with each item are available to view in the hot list screen. Create subcontracts and change orders in the Subcontracts tile. Complete subcontract documents may be created, including general attachments such as lien release examples and company safety guidelines. Attachments specific to the job may be added and attached. Email as a PDF for review and signature. Change orders are also added here, or can be done through the RCO option. In either case, the RCO associated with the sub-change order will be available. Blanket agreements may also be created from the subcontract screen. Warnings indicate any outstanding paperwork, insurance, or requirements not yet received from the sub. The warnings will display throughout the JCPM and the accounting system and includes a checklist that may be printed or emailed directly to the sub. Sublogs and commitment status reports keep the user informed of the invoice and payment status, as well as the approval. Purchase orders are similar to the subcontracts in that the complete purchase order may be printed or emailed with or without terms. Warnings will also show for the purchase orders, and logs keep the user in touch with the status of billings and payments. Action items represent custom information that's tracked outside of what the system has available. The action items are completely customizable by the user and can be anything from reminders to meetings to buyouts and closeout. Templates may be created to include on each job. Lists are provided to show outstanding items, and outstanding action items will also display on the hot list. Permits tracks the number, type, date, and expiration date of each permit required. Tag the associated vendor and the person responsible, adding any notes or images of the permit. Print or email the permit report. Warnings include not only system-tracked items, but user-defined requirements for subs and vendors. The warnings are displayed by job, then by vendor for easy viewing. Checklists may be printed or emailed directly from the screen. Create transmittals to print or email. As with all other options in JCPM, images may be attached and sent with the email. Track phone conversations regarding the job for quick reference to anyone with access to the job. Time may be entered directly in the timesheets tile and approved by the proper user, or imported directly from the timesheet app from the job site. The timesheets are limited to the current and the next week ending date, directed from payroll. Once the time is approved, it's imported into payroll for processing. The daily log can be updated through the phone app or directly through the JCPM program. including safety, visitor, weather, equipment on the job, the labor staff, material, other personnel, and attach forms or other attachments, as well as photos. Print or email the daily log with or without the attachments. Meeting minutes can be started with an invitation to the meeting. Enter the meeting type and location along with subjects to discuss. Items can be assigned with a specific due date. Unfinished items will flow through to subsequent meetings, noting the original meeting of the item until it is complete. The meeting minutes can be edited by the type print order to determine which comes first. The plan room allows the user to upload plans and documents for internal and external use. The plans can be uploaded and a notice sent to the subs and companies on the job for review. The plans and documents may be viewed and downloaded directly from the website. The plan room tracks the revised drawings and visits by the subs notified. The plan room drawing log also creates a log that can be included on the subcontract agreement. Emails sent through the JCPM program are automatically logged. However, outside emails may be added to the job, so any user with access to the job may view the email and any attachments. This email is copied from Outlook and will use the Outlook program to reply or forward. Attach documents such as Word docs, Excel spreadsheets, or schedules to the job. Again, anyone with access to the job can look at this document. Photos may be uploaded directly from the job or through the photo option on the app. The executive view allows the user to see all jobs and their activity, look up transaction detail, billings, change orders, and project management projections. Other items available are hot list, submittals, and RFIs. The company address book is the central database for all companies, vendors, and subcontractors utilized in the JCPM system. This table is shared by the accounting's accounts payable vendor file, so double entry is not required. Multiple contacts with their unique information is included. For security purposes, users may be set to require approval before a new vendor is added. Blanket agreements may also be generated directly from the company address book. The job address book provides a job-specific list of companies and vendors. Once the company is added to the job address book, much of the information may be edited to suit the needs of the job. For example, if a job site address is needed instead of the default address in the company address book, which may be a remittance PO box, it may be changed here and will not affect the information on any existing jobs or the company address book. Mass emails regarding the job can be sent to specific companies within the job address book. Help and training videos and documents are available online and will be updated as the software is updated. System settings include the default values used throughout the system, such as an overall code description file, the budget template that we spoke about in the budget section, a list of employees and their information for use in job setup for project managers and superintendents, the project management default settings, which includes default formats for several of the documents, and whether or not certain warnings should be tracked. Another important section in this area are the drop-down list settings. Each section in the JCPM document creation that has a drop-down selection is available in this area for editing. For instance, if we look at the transmittals, the transmittal checkboxes can be edited right here to include everything that your company needs on the transmittal. RFIs are another example for requested action or the reason for the request. Letters can also be edited in this section and can be done as a standard letter instead of using a Word doc. Edit any company information such as the main address to your company and phone number information can be edited here. The Start Me Up setup allows the user to set up the most commonly used tiles during the day. When JCPM is opened, the tiles selected will automatically open in the order they are given. One last thing to touch on is the user security option. Each user is set up with their own license and can be set to specific areas of the system, whether or not they have access to the system admin screen, which includes the screen here with security passwords, document routing approval, whether or not they can approve timesheets, and not only can the options be turned on or off by giving the user rights, they can also be set to read only. So a user can look at invoices to approve, but they cannot make any changes. Each user can be set up with their own security limitations or full use of the system. Please contact our company if you would like a more in-depth look at the JCPM program and how it may work for you.